Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
Hello and welcome to Digitizing India, a Cisco initiative in collaboration with CNBC TV18. Now, ever since the government announced its vision of developing 100 smart cities, the term has become a buzzword, not just for people on the street, but also for domestic and foreign businesses because of the immense opportunities it offers. This week, we're exploring the work done by Amanora Park Town in Pune, Jaipur Development Authority and Larsen & Toubro in the quest to develop India's smart cities.
India is the fastest growing large economy in the world with a year-on-year GDP growth at 7.6% per annum. Currently, 31% of India's population lives in cities and these cities generate 63% of the nation's economic activity. Going ahead, urban areas are expected to account for as much as 75% of the national GDP while housing 40% of our population. As increasing number of people migrate from rural India to urban centres, the government has had to explore efficient ways of managing cities. It is with this aim that the Smart Cities mission was launched last year. While interpretations of what exactly makes a smart city vary, broadly speaking, a smart city provides core infrastructure, clean and sustainable environment, and implementation of smart technology solutions, thus elevating the experience and quality of life of its residents. On 25th June, the Prime Minister was part of the one-year celebrations of the Smart Cities mission held in Pune. Chief Ministers of Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and Rajasthan also joined via video link. The Prime Minister launched 14 smart city projects in Pune along with 69 schemes in other smart cities.
ये स्मार्ट सिटी कंसेप्ट ये सिर्फ इस काम के लिए इतने पैसे दिए जाएंगे वो नहीं है। ये अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा जन आंदोलन है। ये बीते हुई कल के अनुभव के आधार पर उज्जवल भविष्य की नींव रखने का एक सार्थक प्रयास है।
To give an impetus to the Smart City mission, state governments have formed special purpose vehicles to develop these. Real estate developers are also now constructing connected townships that will offer smart infrastructure to residents. One such case in point being Amanora Park Town. Built by City Corporation, Amanora Park Town is spread over almost 400 acres in Hadapsar, Pune. One of the first township projects in Maharashtra, it is extensively using ICT across its complex.
At the master plan stage only you will have to start designing how you will plan the services. Only then you can actually run the township when it is ready. We have nearly completed mapping the services. So anybody sitting in the data center can see where the problem is. So you can actually attack the problem before it happens. So if there is a sewage treatment line which has got enough sensors deployed on it, if it is 75% blocked, you can come to know that it is getting blocked and the people can do a maintenance. So running a township without technology and incorporating it in the master plan is a must.
Approximately 3,000 flats have already been handed over to buyers. Every resident of Amanora Park Town is registered on the central database and is assigned a smart card. This allows them easy access to various services at the township.
The gas is metered, so he can sitting in his house, he can charge his gas meter, he can charge his electricity meter. Everything that is needed is on a smart card. So he can use this smart card wherever he is moving in the township and use the smart card, which is very important for the entire family. If 5 people have got 5 smart cards and they are through a gateway connected to a bank, you are nearly roaming free without any money in your pocket. And the biggest advantage of a smart card is that nobody knows which apartment you are staying in.
Asmita Raj has been living at Amanora Park Town for over 3 years now. While the prepaid gas and electricity meters enable her to keep a tab on household expenses, the digital console installed in her house helps keep the family secure.
The best part of living in Amanora right now is just not all about technology. It's also one about The most overlooked thing is about an emergency situation. Okay, the console that has been installed in every house has a panic button, option. So in case if there's an emergency in the house, you do not have to rush to the phone or anything. You just have to hit the panic button, and that immediately escalates the complaint at various sources, and so immediate help comes in. That's the best part of it.
But how will a smart city be financially viable? Anirudh Deshpande of the City Corporation at Pune believes that smart cities will give rise to a user-to-pay model which will in turn benefit the local economy.
There is going to be big economy with the new smart cities that are coming up. But while we are saying this, who's going to pay for that? Whether the municipal corporations have the money to pay for that is the question. So ultimately people will have to pay. It is going to be users pay. If your garbage is going to be taken by somebody in private sector, you will have to pay maybe 100 rupees a month per apartment. I think which is not more, but we are not used to that. We are used to just throwing the garbage across the road. So it cannot be processed without somebody paying for your garbage. So everything that the technology will bring in will be user to pay model. So there will be a large economy which will work behind this in next 5 to 6 years.
Even though the Smart Cities mission was launched just a year ago, industry experts believe progress has been commendable. Integration of technology will surely be key to solving civic issues faced by our cities.
What we see is that a very integrated approach, the way it's moving forward. Cities have formed their SPVs. Cities are looking for fundamental challenges which were problems in the city, which citizens gave their feedback. They are looking for a plan which is a very timely plan. They are looking for appointing consultants, and they're also looking at where the money will come from in terms of beside the government's central government putting in money and state governments putting in money, where the other money sources and monetization models will be, even both in terms of funding it as well as in terms of revenue monetization. So it's a very it's a really progressing extremely well, and we see that over the next few months and years as this program proceeds, we will see results coming in pretty fast.
Many real estate developers are seeing great business opportunities in building smart cities and are implementing various digital solutions in their projects. The idea is to offer a radically improved lifestyle to residents, all thanks to digital implementations.
On that note, it is time for us to take a short break, but on the other side, we travel to Jaipur to see how the Pink City is using digital solutions to improve services for over 40 million tourists that visit it every year. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Digitizing India, Cisco initiative in collaboration with CNBC TV18. Now, Jaipur was one of the first 20 cities to be nominated as a smart city, and it's already deployed some smart solutions. Shikhar Agarwal, the Commissioner of Jaipur Development Authority, tells us what the next step in the implementation are.
The capital of the western state of Rajasthan, Jaipur is a must-see for any visitor to India. A bustling tourism hub, this historic pink city has today moved with the times to adopt digital solutions like smart kiosks, Wi-Fi hotspots, environmental sensors, surveillance and parking solutions to transform the living experience of its 3.5 million residents and the 40 million tourists that visit the city every year.
We have deployed a large number of cameras which are not routine CCTV cameras. They are smart analytics-based cameras which is IP-based camera. So what it does is it allows feeds to be sent to a variety of places. For example, we have been put a camera in metro station. It gives to Metro Authority. It gives to our network operations center in our office. It gives the feed to the police control room. It gives feed to the police. So one camera, multiple feeds are going. That's one very interesting part of it. Second is it's analytics-based. So it's instead of incident happening and then one discovering the reason behind it by running the feed again, it is smart enough to be programmed well in advance so that the sensitivities that one envisages in the whole game is duly programmed, and the alarms are generated much more in advance.
Tourism is an important cog in the wheel of Jaipur's economy. So many of these digital solutions were first implemented at tourist sites. The Jaipur Development Authority, which is the government body charged with ensuring planned development of the city, is using the data collected from these kiosks to offer improved services to tourists.
We have developed this, not only the special content for the kiosk at these locations, which provide the tourist all types of information that he may need, starting from the eating venues to excursions, from transportation to mobile recharge, news, anything and everything which we could consider that a tourist may be needing, we have provided it. Again, a very interesting analytics is coming out as what are the sites people are visiting. So what are the information tourists need, and we are using this information to enhance the services, enhance the quality of the content that we have put in, so that it becomes more tourist friendly. Naturally, when it becomes more tourist friendly, more tour people will come in, more the economy will get a fillip, the city will get the boost that it needs.
Besides the kiosks, data from Wi-Fi hotspots, parking sensors and environmental sensors is also being collected, and the Jaipur Development Authority is making plans to share this information with the residents of the city to offer transparent governance.
We are now moving to a mobile app situation where a person can file any complaint, and with the photograph itself, the GPS tagged photograph, one should be able to redress it and give him a feedback. Similarly, all the data that we are getting, for example, parking data. Now we want all this data to be available to the consumers, to the citizens, in the form of website or through websites or through mobile app, so that before he starts for a shopping destination, he knows the parking situation and gets happy.
A smart city needs to be sustainable as well as inclusive. The government manages the inclusive bit, and bringing a private partner on board helps run services in a sustainable manner for the long term.
If we have a Wi-Fi system going on, if you have a network connectivity this is there, what these network operators can do is, the telephone operators can do is, they can shift their data to our channel, make the voice channel used for the less call drops. So this is a very interesting possibility which you have talked to a variety of the telephone operators, and this will give us a very, very good revenue stream. Similarly, with an interactive kiosk where the tourists are going to come, now this becomes a very good revenues for the advertisement. So advertisement, the data offload, this is where we can work with the private sector to monetize all the pattern study of the data we are getting, to monetize and make the whole thing very, very sustainable.
Upgrading the infrastructure of a fully functional city like Jaipur to incorporate smart solutions might seem like a big challenge, but industry experts say it can be done with some efficient planning.
We need a network across the city, because all these devices, whether it is sensors, whether it is Wi-Fi access points, whether it is going to be cameras, or whether it is going to be any other device which is going to either capture the inputs or disseminate the information, like signboards or e-governance kiosk, or maybe some kind of a calling emergency call buttons, call booths. So these things will need a network, a very scalable, a very secure network to be connected to towards the command and control center. And the second step is basically looking at maybe building up a central planning a provision which Cisco offers also as CDP, which is a city digital platform, which is almost like an Android of the city, where any solutions or policy level decisions can be defined, and then processes can be put up to kind of solve the critical challenges of the city, but in a very integrated way.
As the concept of smart cities evolves in India, there is a significant rise in the awareness and use of analytics, cloud and Internet of Things, technologies that city administrations are utilizing to offer better services to residents.
On that note, it's time for another break. But when we return, we discover how Larsen & Toubro is playing a key role in the implementation of smart solutions across Indian cities. We'll be right back with you. Welcome back. You're watching Digitizing India, Cisco initiative in collaboration with CNBC TV18. Engineering and construction giant Larsen & Toubro also has an arm that creates smart infrastructure for smart cities. Let's take a look at how it's implementing smart solutions across India.
The Smart World and Communication Business Unit in Larsen & Toubro Construction works closely with central and state governments, airports, railways and a host of other organizations to deploy smart city initiatives. In Jaipur, which is India's first smart city, it has provided smart kiosks, Wi-Fi hotspots, traffic management and parking solutions. In Mumbai, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Baroda and Gandhinagar, surveillance systems installed by L&T are helping government departments manage the day-to-day running of these cities.
Now, we have started a business called Smart World Communication within the Larsen & Toubro system. It essentially has got three parts. One is the security solutions. The second business we have is called communications. This, is basically releasing the spectrum for the private party, or to enhance the network of private companies, or to put across separate fiber optics and communication towards various central government ministries or defense, so on and so forth. The third program that you are involved in is what is called as a smart infrastructure program. We are right now running the program where certain parts of Jaipur, the main road and few other roads around it, have been made extremely smart. In the sense, we have provided security solutions, we have provided some solar, we have provided Wi-Fi, we have provided some smart kiosks. Through the smart kiosks, you can download train timetables or plane timetables or details about a Jantar Mantar or something like that. Through Wi-Fi, you can communicate across the city. We also done some traffic management and car park management. So some parts of Jaipur are extremely smart today from governance and people interaction point of view.
In a megapolis like Mumbai, L&T's implementation of surveillance systems helps the police force collect data from thousands of touchpoints. This will go a long way in making the city secure and will help find solutions to critical problems like that of traffic snarls.
You are able to practically sit in 2-3 controlled rooms, including mobile controlled rooms at different locations. And you are virtually able to get a total view of the happenings across Mumbai through a very, very modern way of looking at it. And these cameras that we are installing are not ordinary cameras. These includes day cameras, this includes zoom-in cameras, this includes night vision cameras, this includes cameras which can look 360 degrees, etc. You get a total view of Mumbai. Now imagine over a period of 1 or 2 years when we have so much of viewing across Mumbai. We have such an amount of database that one can do a whole lot of analysis out of it. We can do pattern analysis, behavior analysis, traffic movement analysis, traffic accumulation analysis, many such other analysis. This will lead to a total differentiation of how Mumbai would look like.
Not just Mumbai, even the Jaipur Development Authority is seeing significant value in these digital implementations. Residents, state governments as well as institutions have all shared positive feedback for adopting these solutions in different states.
I think the reaction from both the public, from the government authorities has been tremendously on the positive side. I believe this will catch up again and again. For example, the security solutions that we put in Mumbai was used by the Mumbai police when the last Ganesh Utsav took place in Mumbai. And the entire traffic and crowd management is viewed by the police through the surveillance system to manage the public order and crowd management. I tell you, from the Home Ministry to the police commissioners to others, we have had a lot of good words and commendable words written about us, and also they have publicly phoned up and called us and told us that we appreciate what you have done.
The cost of acquiring and deploying such technologies is a huge concern for public as well as private entities. But L&T President S.N. Subramanian believes that a large capital expenditure is worth it for the long run.
As we go by, budget provisions would be made available for it, because net of net, once we have a surveillance camera available across the city, the number of policemen on the beat, number of vehicles on the beat, the life cycle costing as you call it within the smart city ecosystem, if you take into account, it may be better to have this capex put inside, and many of the recurring costs that they have and where the leakages and wastages take place can be enormously controlled, and thereby overall they will have a much more bigger saving incurred recurring compared to what they have to incur first hand.
Contributing to these benefits is big data analytics, which will continue to play a crucial role in smart cities. A combination of cameras, sensors and analytics will help city authorities provide a safer environment for residents.
Human behavior can be analyzed through IoT and big data. You can analyze face recognition through big data. You can analyze funny traffic management, traffic pattern movement, or some fast speed movement, etc. to detect violence or unauthorized movement, etc. So all this can be done sitting using data in predictive, what is called as big data analytics or predictive analytics, and thereby form many conclusions to make your city life much better and governance much better and safer.
As the Digital India and Smart Cities missions gain momentum, there is concern from some quarters that illiteracy is an obstacle to receiving the benefits of the digital wave. So how can the digital revolution be all-inclusive in a diverse and vast country like India?
Our experience and our understanding is that they absorb technology much earlier and much beyond our expectations also, whether it is people who are in the age bracket side on the more senior, or people who are maybe illiterate. It's the whole the way the devices are emerging, the way the language adoption is happening, and even the way even the applications are becoming more friendly and picture oriented and maybe icon oriented. I don't think that's going to be limitation anyway. So what we strongly believe, and there are larger programs of Digital India which are based on maybe increasing the digital literacy as well, and also we will see how kids are coming up and they're teaching their parents to learn and adapt technology. Technology will become a piece of cake to kind of absorb, and as these smart cities solutions get rolled in, the advantage and the value which they will bring in will kind of naturally gravitate everyone to use these solutions.
Worldwide, smart cities have improved the quality of life for residents by many leaps and bounds. In India, by adapting to local needs, success stories show that if an ecosystem comes together, nothing is impossible.
With that, it is time for us to wrap up this episode. Do join the conversation on social media using the hashtag Cisco Digitizing India. Until next week, from the entire team, goodbye and many thanks for watching.
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.